You are now listening to MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast Season 2. Chill! Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. And that's the time. You already know it's time for the discussion segment. And I know when I was thinking about doing this segment, I honestly did not know what to talk about. But then I have an upcoming interview for the Survivor the Journey podcast with Jay Siobhan. And she asked me a really good question. She asked me, where did my love for music come from? And I was like, that's a good one. So, I'll kind of break that. I want to explain that, a little bit of that right now, actually. So, my love for music came as a kid, growing up in a church with two parents. When you got a lot of talented musician in your family, a lot of your uncles know how to play piano and the drums, and you become inspired by that. Also, I used to listen to a lot of music, like Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson. Don't judge me, New Kids on the Block, because back in the day they had that cartoon, the New Kid on the Block cartoon, and every time the cartoon came on, they always play like a music video after the show, and many more. Even though as a kid, I was afraid of Michael Jackson's video Thriller. That became a really big thing for a very long time. A childhood trauma, actually. At one point where every time I see Michael Jackson's face in Thriller, I used to get scared. And no, it's not a joke, but I'm very serious. I used to have nightmares with him, the video Thriller. Then after a while, everything Michael Jackson related at one point, I used to be scared of it until I think I was like maybe 8, 9 years old. I grew out of it. But always been a fan of Michael Jackson. It's just that one point in my life, I was afraid of him as a kid. I'm pretty sure everybody used to be afraid of the video Thriller at one point, with the image and and stuff like that. But I couldn't win as I got until when I got over that fear, I started to appreciate the video a lot more. Which also I was also afraid of the way it's too. Don't judge me, don't judge me. But yeah, and also as a kid, my aunt used to play a lot of old school stuff, like Stylistics, the Dephonics, the Thematics, Temptations, Stevie Wonder, that there was, the Supremes. Like every day, she used to go to private school. Every day she used to drive in the car. All she played was old school, yo. WBLS, Kiss FM, recipes Kiss FM, and just play old school all the time. At the time, as a kid, I didn't like old school like that. Only maybe certain artists. But as you get older, you start to appreciate those songs, that you grew up from now, and that's why I play a lot of them on my show. And this episode is an old school episode, because it's basically a tribute, to all the music that came before what's happening today. And I feel like we need to appreciate that music as well. But also, at one point, I used to be a music artist. 8th grade, I started writing songs, even though my first song ever was called Sun. It was more of a comedy song, but that when my music slowly started. And after that, I changed that to poetry. And then, once I got to high school, I started taking music a lot more serious. I started writing a lot of songs. I write a lot of songs and start learning to play a little bit more instruments, like the drums. Slowly learned to play piano a little bit. Had a harmonica. Had the guitar, stuff like that. And then I started writing songs. I'm upset because I never put them out, and I wrote over 200, 300 songs. to this day, I still got those songbooks in my drawer right now. I could do something with them, and I'm mad that I never did. Then while I was in high school, me and my team, who was crazy enough, to my friends to this day, Mr. Emerson, DJ Retro, DJ No Request, we started a music group at one point. You know, our first name was the Blaze Up Click. Well, I know what a weird name. And we started making songs, but we never put them out. Even though I started a little solo project, which I would not ever remind anybody. A song called "Being in Love" with Mally Mel, who I interviewed on the show on episode 10. It was an alright song. That was my first song ever. It was alright. Got some mixed reviews, mainly negative reviews because it was bad. We got slammed on YouTube for it. Do not look that song up. So I know after that we had to repackage ourselves. So in 2007 we changed our name. We changed everything about ourselves to the Blaze Up Click, and we started taking music a lot more serious as a group. So we put out a couple of songs, and we had this one song called, of course, I'm pretty sure a lot of people heard of it, Teddy Overload. You just look it up on YouTube, Teddy Overload. I know the idea for that was me, Mr. Emerson, and DJ No Request. We was on Eastern Parkway, we walking, and just walking, chilling. I know he kind of explained the story when he was on my show, episode 13. But we walking, just walking home. And I know he said Teddy Overload. And like I said, me and he done with questions, just look at him like crazy, like then he kept saying that, and then I started making the beat, and we just started doing music from there. And that's always our creative process. We would do something random, and it would pop up in my head, and we started writing down, and then we go to the studio, record it. I know as a team we went put out with 4 songs. Even though our music career was short-lived, it was a good experience. But I know one thing that I could say, my love for music never went away. And maybe one day I would get into it, or maybe one day I would do something related to music, like become a music agent, or I thought about doing DJing, or maybe produce or something. But I just want to let you know, my love for music never went away, and that is why, I play a lot of old school songs on my show, because as you get older, you appreciate them a lot more. And what can you say? Old school music timeless. Nobody can ever replace that music. If you really think about it, a lot of songs today relate to the old school music because they're trying to get the sample sound and stuff like that. When you all know old school music, all their music is from straight emotions. I wish today's music was the same way, especially with R&B. With straight emotions. And I'm gonna end this here. I just want to say thank y'all for listening to the segment, and I'll be right back. Enjoy the rest of the episode.